So good morning, and I have to make a confession. I received last time 3 bows from Daylite Archery, and the first one I reviewed, I thought it was the Phoenix. It was this one, but it was not the Phoenix, this is the Monarch. So I have to do this review again. Then I reviewed the Skybook, which is still online, the other video I removed. And today, can you go away? Today we will review finally the entry-level Korean bow from Daylite Archery, the Phoenix. Sorry about that. A few of you YouTubers mentioned that that's the wrong bow, and then I checked online. The thing is, when companies send me a lot of things and there's nothing written, this is it, a really pretty one. And I thought, because there's this nice blue suede instead of this tape we usually have, I thought this is maybe then the more premium one. I was wrong. So, and here we have a small logo which could be interpreted as a Phoenix too. So, my bad. So it's from Daylite Archery, the Phoenix Korean bow. It's a laminated one, 45 inches. This one has 45 pounds at 31. You can have the bow from 30 to 60 pounds, and the max draw is 31.6. We have a length from nock to nock. Of course we have a length, but I tell you now. Brace height is usually 5.5 to 6 inches, but there's nothing written. 50.5 as usual, and the arrow pass is quite wide and quite deep. 30 millimeters, that's really wide, and it's quite deep because of this handle. That's what you get. At least I like it, at least. So, let's string this pretty one. Zack, zack. 45 pounds at 31. Interesting. So, look at this. Huh? Nice one. Again, here a little more than here, but this is now, I accepted this fact that the Korean bows look like this. So we have almost 5.5. I give it 5.5 brace height. Shall I guess? 310. Ooh, it's heavy. 350. The entry level is the heaviest one. Huh? What I can else tell you, you can have this bow in a variation of length from 44 to 53 inches, and then of course regarding is the draw length of 29.5 to 34. So it's simply whatever draw length you have, they have a bow for you. The limbs are bakelite, fiberglass, hardened maple carbon, and fiberglass again. The rest is here black covered, looks good. Here we have a bit whipping, string pad, everything as we know it. Stop making noises. So I guess here we have 32, huh? 31.6. So these arrows are 32. Yeah, you get there. So I see it's almost already full drawn. So this bow wants to draw and goes there. Let's shoot. Raising from the ashes, 45 pounds, and I shoot 320 grain arrows. Nice. Little vibration, but can disappear. This bow wants to draw. Look at this. Almost. Oh, what's this? With the batur knock on it. Nice. Not my arrow. Feels good, has a little. 1, 2, 3, not long. But you feel it a little with this arrow, so they are maybe a little lightweight. I guess they are roughly 6 grams per pound then. But still fine. I mean, if you don't like, you can shoot heavier ones. So in this direction, this bow is medium wobbly. And in this direction, not at all. Nice one, so feels good. Yeah, but you get there. So this bow wants to draw and feels good. And the price of this bow, I forgot to mention, is $170 free shipping. So this is the eco version. What I like is the handle. So this one is a little bulkier here, so you have something to hold on. It gives you nice control, and for the rest, you know, these bows, there you have it black, and the rest is always the same. They use all the same string pad, all the same leather hoodies, always a fast flight string. Here you have this blue whipping, leather arrow pass, suede leather handle, pretty made. There you have your descriptions, and more descriptions. Pretty bow, shoots very well. And while we are here, let's shoot 30 meters. Of course, these bows should shoot 145 meters, but we don't have a range like that. So let's see the Phoenix at 30 meters. Oh, almost center shot. Nice. These bows are really accurate. Look at this. Wow. Okay, that was a little bad shot. But hey, impressive. 28, because we want to know. 36.5. At 30, we have 42.8. And at 31.5, which would be here, 47 pounds. Nice. Draw curve. Nice. The other thing is how it looks like. 28. I mean, they all have the same length, the same angles, so you can expect the same optical appearance. Here we give it at 28 our string angle, as we had with the other one. 30. Still nothing to works fine. And 31.5 would be here. And then, yeah, this last bit. This last bit you always need to force the bow a little, but you can draw it if you want. I feel comfortable with 30 inches. 31 easy, and 31.5 is but awesome. The Phoenix with 320 grain arrows. This bow wants to draw 190. 186. 185. The Phoenix so far for an entry-level bow, $170 free shipping. It's really not bad. I like the throw feeling and the shooting. Look at this. Huh? Oh, kitty, good morning. I didn't see you. Sorry, I'm scared the kid. Nice. Really nice. So with this one and with this handle, oh shit, this arrow went through the hay bale. I need a few shots that I get used to. Feels good. You feel a little bit vibration in the handle, but not annoying. And I shoot already groups with this bow. Really nice groups. Wobbles a little, but is accurate. I mean, $170. Only the handle is a little too small for me, but it's still good control. So what do we have now with the eco version from Daylite Archery with the Phoenix? It's overall for $170, I guess, a really good bow. So, package, you get the bow and a string, nothing else, no description, no sleeve, nothing. That's why it leaves it with 1 point. Handling, a bow is straight and easy to string. This bow is straight and was a breeze to string, so 5 points here. The build of this bow is really nice. What I like is that it has this weight wrapping here instead of this weird black and gray tape what all the others have. And here we have some black whipping or tape around. I like that, and the finishing again. Mass production in Korea, but they take care of every detail. The seam of the arrow pass is on this side, so it's not interfering with your shooting. The handle is nicely wrapped. The tape around the limb is nice made. The string looks good, and you always have your description on it. That's why fully 5 for that one. The basic feel, wiggly handle. So this bow in this direction a little, but in this direction almost nothing. Handle is a little deeper than usual, but very narrow, so that's okay-ish. You see, it's fine for my hand. I only like a bit more the bigger handles of the Korean, but this one performs well. Even here, if you torque and throw, this bow doesn't mind. 5. Throw experience. I have to admit that this bow really 28, 29, 30, 31. So you really get there easy. 31 and a half. Let me get an arrow again. Okay. Easy, 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 easy. And here, this last inch, it starts a little stacking. So I would give this a 4, because we had others that draw a bit better. And the shooting experience of this one is really nice. So you need a few shots that you get used to it, but then this bow does whatever you want and feels really nice. We have a little 1, 2, 3. But it's really minor. You feel it a bit in the hand, but I shot now these 320 grain arrows, which are, I think, 6 grain per pound or something. Not a problem at all with this bow, so I would give it a 5. Which leaves us with 25 points. And price value, $170 free shipping for this bow. Incredible price tag for a build. You know what you get, you know what you have on, so you don't have to memorize everything. Handle is small. I wish it would be the Korean style handle, but you can still wrap it up, double it up, and make it to your liking. So this is not a big deal. For the rest, the design is nice. Its sleek is a bit understated. Doesn't shout, oh look. It's very, very subtle. Very nice. Pretty bow. 5 points from me. Fully deserved. So here you have it. The Phoenix. Now, and this is the real Phoenix now. Yeah, that was my mistake. The Phoenix by Daylite Archery. A nice bow. Go check them out. I leave the link to Daylite's eBay and Amazon in the description. Kim is a really nice guy. We have a nice contact directly there. Thank you, Kim, for sending this pretty bow to me so I could test it and show it to the archery world outside. It's a really interesting alternative when you just start or you want to have the first Korean bow. As said, you can choose throw lengths from 29.5 to 34 inches. Whatever you like, you find a bow in the right length for you, which I like a lot. And poundage-wise, 30 to 60 pounds. I think it covers 80% of all the needs. Very good. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I catch you in the next one.